This video is for people who understand the very basics of Skyblock, but need some help getting started, specifically with talismans. For the crafting and collection requirements of each talisman, check the description for more detailed information. Talismans are a major part of what allow you to deal more damage. They are required in many ways and have varying rarities. The more rare the talisman, the better the stats it can have on its reforge. Reforges, applied at the village blacksmith, are what make the talismans shine. Applying a reforge to a talisman costs a certain amount of coins per roll. Your luck will determine how many coins you need to spend to get your desired reforge. I would suggest trying to up your crit chance a good bit while adding some crit damage. And don't forget, reforges can be applied to weapons and armor, though they have different kinds of reforges. Before I forget to mention it, the redstone collection grants you an upgradable accessory bag that can hold all of your talismans. This is a must-have later down the line. If you don't feel like mining all that redstone yourself, don't forget you can throw down redstone minions and let them farm for you, even while you're offline. To start off your talisman collection, I would suggest talking to the village NPC that has some for sale. Earn some money by collecting and selling, farming, foraging, and mining materials, all the while leveling up your skills. Side note, skills are another great way to boost your stats overall, and I specifically suggested those three because the bazaar requires level 7 in each of those. Buy the zombie and skeleton talisman first, as they are the cheapest. Once you have acquired those and reforged them, go for the Scavenger Talisman. As I have learned, you have to spend money to make money in this game. After that, kill some lapis zombies or something you can grind easily while making money to scrounge up for the Mine Affinity and Village Affinity Talisman. And finally, the Intimidation Talisman. You don't have to go exactly in this order, it's just a suggestion that I thought was pretty decent. There are some talismans in the farming category that are very easy to obtain. For example, the Potion Affinity Talisman only requires 250 netherwort collection and 144 netherwort to craft. You can farm netherwort in the main hub, so this one should be a piece of cake. The Speed and Farming Talisman are also cheap to craft and require minimal sugarcane and wheat collection, respectively. Another easy one to get is the Vaccine Talisman. To get most of these mining talismans, you're going to need to collect a good bit of emeralds. The Talisman of Coins, Magnetic Talisman, and Emerald Ring all require a certain emerald collection level. I'm also considering the Gravity Talisman as a mining talisman because it's in the Obsidian collection, but you can also farm Obsidian by killing Obsidian defenders in the end. If you're insane like me and actually enjoy fishing in video games, these two talismans should be no problem. The Healing and Sea Creature Talisman are the two easiest fishing talismans to get for starters, and if you put more time into it, you can upgrade those two to better rarities. Other fishing talismans, like the Bait Ring, are fairly expensive for early game players, so I did not include them in this video. Finally, some miscellaneous talismans you can go for in the earlier game are the Feather Talisman, Piggy Bank, Wood Affinity Talisman, Fire Talisman, and Lava Talisman. I say earlier game because some of these require more grinding than others. Then again, this extra grinding can be a good thing for your skills. For example, the Wood Affinity Talisman in the Oak Wood collection requires 10,000 oak wood mined, but as you gather that oak wood, you are passively leveling up your foraging skill, which grants you more strength. And don't forget, if farming all that collection yourself seems too daunting, craft some minions and have them do the work for you. To sum things up, talismans are a great way to deal more damage, among other things. Each talisman has its own perk for the most part, but reforging the talisman is what gives you the damage boost. You can keep all your talismans in your inventory, but that will obviously take up space, so I would suggest leveling up your redstone collection. As you level it up, it will grant you an upgradable accessory bag where you can keep all your talismans while still having their perks active. And don't forget, the more you have the better, so if you really want to see a big number each time you left click a pixel character, get those talismans. Note, talismans are not the be all end all to damage. Don't forget all the other great aspects of Skyblock if you really want to shine.